This dish is called agnolotti with potatoes and mussels. This is a dish I just invented myself this summer because and I put it on my menu in my restaurant this summer because I wanted to do something different than just spaghetti with mussels or spaghetti with seafood. So I decided to make something a little bit more elegant, and came to idea for me to just use egg pasta filled with mussels. So I made this green pasta, which is made with eggs and parsley. So we're going to get fresh mussels. We're going to wash it very well. We're going to put in a pot with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and parsley. And we're going to cook at low flame. Are you cooking it with high flame? No, I cook it with low flame just for a few minutes to have the mussel to open up. As you can tell, after 2 minutes, they start to open up and I can take the fruit from the shell. I already made it before and I saved them with their own juice. Half of this mussel we leave it whole for our sauce that we make later, and the other half I chop them very fine. So I'm going to use a skillet and pour some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to put my mix of very fine chopped mussels with a very generous amount of parsley, because here in Puglia we use a lot of parsley, especially for cooking the mussel. I'm going to put a little bit fresh black pepper. And just saute just a little bit. Now, to make my mix, I decided to use boiled potatoes, which I smashed, and so I can do my filling. For mussels, it's very important to use garlic to give a flavor. So what I done, I prepared last night. I infused extra virgin olive oil with fresh garlic for all night, and I'm going to add a little bit of this extra virgin olive oil infused with garlic to give it just the flavor of garlic. And the reason why I done that and I didn't use the old garlic is just because it's easier for the digestion. Then you have to add a little bit of salt, especially for the potatoes, because the mussel already have the flavor and the saltiness in there. And also we add a little bit of fresh ground pepper. I already put my mixture in a piping bag to do the job faster and neater. And I'm going to prepare now the agnolotti. Let's close it this way so we can take the air out. There you go, and then I'm going to cut in this way. The agnolotti is not really a traditional dish from Puglia. No, they're not, but I try to use traditional ingredients from my region, which is Puglia. And then I use other techniques for different regions of Italy. Agnolotti, they're really traditional from Piedmont. Like if you remember agnolotti from Plain, they make it with arrosto sauce. I made it a little bit different. I made it with ingredients from Puglia. I made it with mussels.
Eccole qui. Ecco.
We made it a little bit bigger. This is not the traditional agnolotto. The traditional agnolotto is smaller. This is a little bit bigger because we wanted to give the flavor in our mouth of the mussels. We serve it exactly like this in my restaurant. Now we're going to cook the agnolotti in very abundant salty water, and then we're going to add our sauce, which we're going to make it right now. The basic of the sauce is going to be, of course, mussels. We're going to use the mussels, the water that came from the mussel when we opened it up before.
Quindi
we're going to put the water of the mussel in a skillet. While we're waiting for the agnolotti to cook, we're going to reduce the water from the mussels. Are the agnolotti ready? Okay. While the water from the mussel is reducing, we're going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Now we're going to add some mussels that we put on the side before. The agnolotti, they don't need too much cooking time. They need maybe 5 minutes. The sauce is really reduced the way I want it, nice, and it's getting a little bit thicker. Let's add a little bit more extra virgin olive oil. Now, I think this is ready. Thank you. Let's saute just a little bit.
Ecco qui.
Can you please, Tommy, pass me the plate? A trace of extra virgin olive oil. There you are, agnolotti with mussels and potatoes.